Hey, this is Dave Davidson with BaseballDevotions.com. And in the blog today, I got some cool videos of managers totally losing their cool. You gotta watch them because they're funny, because I think we can all relate to losing our cool. It's just that TV cameras aren't rolling most of the time when we lose our cool. Unfortunately, even though they lost their cool, it wasn't like this massive crime scene. It was more of a thing we can look back and kind of laugh and identify with that hissy fit, because we've all been there before. What's fascinating to me, ever since I was a teenager, when I learned that in Ephesians chapter 4, it's actually not a sin to be angry, it's what you do with it. So if you kick your sister and tell her a lot of bad offending words, then now that becomes wrong in God's eyes. But to actually be frustrated is okay. And so it's what we do with it. As kind of a coach dad in the house here, I always try to relate baseball to helping my kids learn how they can follow God. And one thing I do is stress the fruits of the Spirit, which is a passage in Galatians chapter 5, verses 22 to 23. And it goes like this. It says, the fruits of the Spirit are love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. These are the things that in the Christian life you can have as an outcome of God working through your life. Really like as a fruit, okay? So that's what I call them, the fruits of the Spirit. So if you're lacking self-control when you're frustrated, you can pray and ask God to give you that self-control. He's given us these abilities, these ways to have victory in these challenges and these frustrations. But we have to allow the Holy Spirit to work in our life. It's not the easiest thing, by the way. But I try to remind my kids they have the power to have God work through them. So when they get frustrated, I don't so much address the behavior. I mean, I do, don't get me wrong. But I stress how the next time they have that particular frustration, like with their siblings perhaps, is they would try to be the peacemaker. They would try to react in gentleness. Okay, there's a great proverb, Proverbs 15:1. A gentle answer turns away wrath. And anywhere around here, if someone, in my home here, if someone responds without a calm tone, well, they're just asking for it. When you raise the bar of tone or saying something louder or meaner, you're just asking for a fight. It doesn't always happen. Around here, we know that a gentle answer kind of notches down that wrath. It's an example of having the Holy Spirit work through your life. So, a page right out of hissy fits for the managers, and for any ball player who's been frustrated, totally understandable. You want to throw down your helmet once? Fine. Then try to get your attitude back together and get in the game. Have God work through you. Acknowledge your pain, man. It's not easy sometimes. We're all in this together. I hope you realize that God's there for you, and He's given us everything we need for life and godliness. Thanks.